Damn.
A researcher known as Mac claimed that a friend's house was experiencing increasingly disturbing activity. Violent banging seemed to come from the basement, and during a nighttime investigation, Mac decided to check what was happening.
And I'm hearing something in the basement. And the dog is here. And what is that? What is that? There's something at that door. Let's go check it out. All right, here we go, here we go. Nope. This is where I saw the demon child. And that's scary. Maybe next time.
Listen to the knocks, but don't just look where Mac points his camera. While Mac tries to figure out what's happening downstairs, something seems to be much closer. Next to the small lit entrance, you can make out a completely black human-shaped figure. The strangest thing is two small bright spots that seem to be looking directly at the camera. Mac continues toward the basement, apparently without realizing that the silhouette was there.
And what is that? Is there something at that door? Let's see.
When he gets downstairs, he finds absolutely nothing. Maybe it was just a shadow created by the lighting, but then, why does it seem to have such a defined shape? Later, Mac went back to the same place, still trying to find an explanation for everything that was happening inside that house. And this time, the strange moment happens on the same stairs where he had previously heard the banging. The area seems completely empty, but then it isn't anymore. When the lighting changes, a small figure appears standing on the steps. It looks like a child with extremely pale skin, dark hair, and gray clothes. He doesn't run, he doesn't speak, he doesn't even seem to move. He's just there. The unsettling thing is that the same spot seemed empty just a few seconds before. A change in lighting, a hard-to-detect cut, or someone strategically placed could explain it. But Mac said he was investigating something much stranger. In another recording, he enters an almost empty room, since there's only a mattress leaning near a covered window. As he walks around the place, he starts to hear what he describes as a kind of child's laughter.
All right, guys, I heard creepy giggles back here again. Do you hear it? I hear it. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh my God! Oh my God! Is there something out there? What is that? What the hell? What the hell was that? A day in the life, hunting ghost. You have to hunt.
And this is where it's a good idea to look behind the mattress before Mac himself does. From one end, what appears to be the pale head of a child slowly appears. The figure stays there for several seconds, watching him in silence while Mac keeps looking for the source of the sound.
I don't know where it's coming from. Oh my God! Oh my God! Is there something there? What is that?
When he finally turns on the light, whatever it was has disappeared. Mac checks the area, but apparently doesn't find anyone hiding behind it. Naturally, there could be an explanation involving a setup or someone participating in this recording. But looking at the available space, How do you think it disappeared so quickly? But Mac's story still has one more chapter. During a new visit to the property, he slowly approaches a closed door, convinced that something is waiting behind it. For a few seconds, nothing happens, but then the door starts to open.
Okay, there's some. I think there's something back there.
Punch!
Oh my God.
Through the small opening, a pale face appears again, similar to the supposed child seen in previous recordings. He tries to get closer, and suddenly the door slams shut violently in front of him.
Oh my God.
Some viewers believe that this whole series could have been staged with an actor and carefully planned movements. Others point out that this moment seems to unfold almost continuously. Whatever the explanation may be, the image of that face behind the door is definitely hard to forget. This video was posted by a crematorium worker who usually shows some of the strange things that happen during his night shifts. That night, he explains that at a certain time, the building's lights turn off automatically, so he decides to walk through the hallways practically in the dark.
When I walk through here at night, I walk right by these urns that they place on these tables, and then I go up now stairs. Terrified.
While he walks past several urns placed on some tables, something very small but quite unsettling happens. The lid of one of them seems to move completely on its own, but that's not all. When the worker tries to leave, the plastic strips of a door start to separate, as if something invisible had just passed through from the other side. There could be a simple explanation here, but what do you think was happening there? This video was posted on YouTube in October 2011. According to the person who shared it, a security camera at their workplace captured something that no one could clearly explain. It's nighttime, the office is empty, and everyone should have left hours ago. But then someone appears. A figure that looks like a little girl slowly walks through the building. But there's an even more unsettling detail. For a moment, she seems to turn her head directly toward the security camera before continuing to walk. The author also claims that the building was constructed where an old Victorian orphanage once stood. That, of course, doesn't prove anything. There could be a perfectly normal explanation that the video doesn't show. But who do you think that girl was? And what was she doing there in the middle of the night? In July 2026, Brandon Shuley went to work at a house that already had a pretty strange history. According to him, another electrician had previously worked at this property, but left the job unexpectedly. Brandon started by recording some damage and then went down to the basement to check the electrical panel. Everything seems normal until he hears this.
You should mention that to the client. There are exposed wires here, too. All right, let's take a look at the panel. This way. It looks pretty good. New panel, okay. Here we go. What the hell was that?
Dude.
Hello? Hello? False. Oh no!
You can hear several footsteps coming from somewhere nearby. Brandon stops, and just seconds later, the door slams shut violently. He asks out loud if anyone is inside the house, but no one answers. Maybe someone else was hiding inside the house. Maybe a draft moved the door, but the footsteps are still hard to ignore.
Dude. Hello? Hello? Oh! Oh no!
This video appeared on Reddit, accompanied by a rather unsettling story. Supposedly, it was recorded in Peru around 2015 by a group exploring a cave. As they move deeper inside, they discover something lying on the ground, and this definitely doesn't seem to be a normal person. Pay special attention to its head and limbs. The body appears to belong to a small humanoid figure with an extremely elongated skull and very thin arms and legs. The men keep recording from several angles, allowing us to observe it for quite a while. The problem is that there isn't enough clear information about what happened next with the supposed body. It could be an artificial creation. There could be a less spectacular archaeological or anatomical explanation. But with just these images, what would you think if you found something like this inside a cave? This video was posted on TikTok by a woman named Shia. While she was at home with her newborn brother, the scene couldn't look more peaceful. There are children's toys in the room, and in the background, a completely empty rocking chair. During the first few seconds, nothing happens, but then the calm disappears. The chair starts rocking apparently on its own, and right then a Kuna song starts playing from somewhere off camera. Shia described this situation as being inside his own horror movie. Maybe the chair was already moving slightly. Maybe the music could just be from some toy that was accidentally activated. Both things have possible explanations, but what's unsettling is that they happen practically at the same time. A perfect coincidence. Or do you think there's something missing in this story? This video has a very different context. A man who introduces himself as a sergeant during the war in Ukraine says that his comrades had repeatedly heard strange noises that seemed to come from an abandoned building. Because of this, he decided to go in to check where they were coming from.
Hello everyone, I want to show you something. Here, it's normal for people to get scared. You hear strange noises. But this time, I want you to come with me. Let's go take a look at the place downstairs, where you can hear a lot of strange noises. Let's go see what's down there. Normally you always hear a lot of strange noises, but this time you can hear them a lot more. I'm going to show you. Let's see if you can hear them. They're very old facilities. They're actually a bit creepy. It's normal to get scared because of how abandoned they are. Yes. From here you can hear a lot of noises. Quite a few. It's normal. Here it's normal for us to always hear strange noises. But let's see if we spot something. Come with me. Unfortunately, because of the war, a lot of people have died here. Violence causes the paranormal activity people usually see or hear here, but this time we don't see anything. Hey, a guy. Whoa. I'm going to look. They heard something from me over there. Please. Hey, let's go. To resume our honesto challenge.
Uy.
It seems like nothing can be seen. Look further ahead. Let's see what's there. Creepy, right? Let's go explore it and see what we find.
Listen.
Escucha, escucha. Now it's war, my friends. And this really does look a bit scary too. Bit. Run. Let's see. Be careful with the 2 drones. And let's get out of here. Hey, greetings to everyone. I was trying to see what was there, but well, it's difficult. That's normal. There is a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise here. But oh well. Drone, it's flying over there. That bastard isn't going to see us. Hey, blessings to everyone.
For a few seconds, it seems like absolutely nothing is happening. But listen carefully to the audio. As he moves through the devastated facilities, you can hear banging and sounds coming from different areas of the building, even though no other person can be clearly seen in the footage. The man himself comments on how unsettling this place is and connects the whole atmosphere to paranormal stories. Although obviously just hearing something doesn't necessarily mean you know what caused it. Tell me, would you go in to look for the source of those noises? Or would you rather get out of there? Almost at 4 in the morning, another cemetery guard heard something that according to him made no sense in such an isolated place. Footsteps, voices, and what seemed to be several children laughing and playing near the graves. But instead of leaving, he decided to get closer and record it.
Screaming and grunting, he sat down.
For the video. By video, he secures it with "For watching the video. For watching video. For watching the." This is a place that has been surrounded for years by quite disturbing stories. The old Milldale Plantation in the United States, built at the end of the 18th century and later turned into a tourist accommodation. The property is linked to numerous stories of deaths, apparitions, and alleged paranormal phenomena. One of the most well-known legends speaks of the spirit of a former enslaved woman who is said to have died on the property after a story of revenge and poisoning. Now, look at the figures that supposedly appear in some of these photographs. There is also another story according to which the spirits of several deceased people are said to be bound to one of the mirrors in this house, and some visitors claim to have photographed strange shapes in it. The legends, photographic errors, the power of suggestion, or maybe something more. Thank you for watching the video up to this point. Only the brave make it. Leave your like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more horror. Have some good nightmares.